Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
Let's go cruising. This is a very exciting time for everybody, especially for people who are, let's say, retired, semi-retired, and they don't know what to do, but they know they like cruising. But this isn't just you're going on a cruise. You're going to help other people go on a cruise. And my guest is STEWART LOWERY. He's the Director of Strategic Partnerships at Cruise.com, which is a host agency division. So I know, Stewart, that when we first met, you were telling me about this, and I got very excited because I thought, wow, people can now have a job, cruise, make money.
And they can do it whenever they want to. They can do the training whenever they want to, and they can do the job whenever they want to. The training for this program, it's several parts to the training.
But before you get to training, let's just tell everybody, what is the program?
Okay, the program is called the Certified Travel Specialist Program. It's an independent contractor program. So Cruise.com obviously sells cruises, but they also sell land packages and pre- and post hotel stays for people who are cruising. One of the things we do is Cruise.com has their own sales staff that they hire, actually, that works for Cruise.com. But we also have what we call our affiliates, which are independent contractors. So those independent contractors come to us, and we actually train them on all the technology, our technology. They get the same training that our agents get. They get access to the same booking engines, everything that our sales agents get with Cruise.com.
Stewart, is it hard? Is it hard to learn?
It is not hard to learn at all. And I want to tell you, we have a whole variety of people who do this program. We have, because you can do it part-time and full-time as far as the selling part, we have nurses, we have teachers, we have real estate agents, we have retirees, we have semi-retirees, we have people who just want to do something part-time, people who just want to do it full-time. So it's not difficult. We have people actually in this program. The overall affiliate program, actually started at Cruise.com in 1998. So it's been around a while. It's a tried and true program. So
do the cruise ships love you?
The cruise companies, I love the cruise ships.
No, but I mean that they must be thrilled to have
the cruise companies like this, because cruise companies, just like Cruise.com and other companies, are in the business to make some money. So cruise companies love this type of program because it opens their cruise itineraries and selling cruises to a whole nother group of people, not just the people who work as sales agents for the cruise companies. It opens it up for independent contractors, people who want to run their own business. They're running their own business out of their home. They're running their own business out of a little storefront, however they want to do it. So what happens is when cruise companies come to a place like Cruise.com, we're able to offer for selling cruises really good packages because of the volume that we do and the fact that we say, hey, not only do we have our own sales agent that are selling these cruises for you guys, we have a whole bunch of independent contractors who are using our technology to actually book and sell cruises. So, yes, they do love it. So
Stewart, who came up with this?
Do I get to pat myself on the back?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Tell us a little bit of your history, maybe, and how that happened.
Okay. So my personal history is 7 years ago, I knew nothing about the travel industry. My background was very varied. I had worked for state government in Virginia for 17 years doing planning and policy work. I was a payroll manager for 3 years in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was a freight auditor in Virginia for 3 years. I had a very varied background, but no experience in travel and very little experience in selling. So now I don't sell at Cruise.com. We have sales staff that do that. But I went to Cruise.com because a friend of mine is a manager there, and I needed a job. We had just moved down to South Florida, and we were like, and I was renovating my house, and I was like, okay, I need to get back out of the house. I ended up at Cruise.com because I had a friend that was working there, and he said, hey, we may have an opportunity for you. So I actually went there doing credit card authorizations, believe it or not, just to get my foot in the door. And then I became supervisor of the documents department. I became a policy analyst and different things. I think what happened is
your personality's shown.
And
you have a great personality.
Well, my background was such that I could adapt. So, which is what's great about this program, the Certified Travel Specialist program, because regardless of your background, you can adapt to this program, and this program can adapt to you. So I'm a prime example of being able to get into the travel industry with no experience. I've learned stuff about the travel industry, and when people come to us and wanted to be independent contractors, the original program was for people who had to have experience. So originally, if you were going to be an independent contractor with Cruise.com, you had to have at least, say, 2 years of selling experience and bring up what we call a book of business with you. At the beginning of this year, we decided, you know what, we want to open this program up to people who have no experience. How do we do that? That was the big question, is how do we do that? So I took pen to paper, and I sat down, and I said, I'm going to write a program. And I'm going to write how to do the training and what people need to do, how do we support them, and the whole thing. So I literally sat and wrote this program.
Well, this is amazing because it's so obvious that there are people who want to travel, but they need to make money, and they have friends. Oh, boy, do they have friends. They live in these big condos. Mm-hmm. So it was almost like network marketing. Mm-hmm. But it was something they didn't have to go and buy all this stuff and put it in a garage. They could do it with joy. They could go with their friends. And then tell me, though, how that works and how they make money, like a travel agent would?
Sure, exactly. Here's the basics of the program. So we were having people coming to us saying, I love to cruise. I've been on 50 cruises. I know I can sell cruises. I have tons of people in my friends and family that I know I can sell cruises to. How do I do it? And so now we tell them you can do it. So what we did is we wrote this whole program. We have them coming in and do what we call CLIA training, which is a Cruise Line International Association training. They get their certification as a cruise counselor. And then we have our own in-house training that they have to go through as well. So, and that involves what we call product training. The product training is actually, we've had the cruise lines come into us, and they've actually come in and recorded these training videos of the products. What do you experience on the cruise line? What are the itineraries? The whole gamut of what happens to you when you get on the cruise ship. And so they go through that training. And then they go through what's called TravTech training. TravTech is actually developed our booking engine technology. So we actually have our in-house trainer who trains all of our regular Cruise.com sales staff did the videos. It's about 8 or 10 of those. They, I guess, from an hour, maybe some might be an hour and a half, some might be shorter. And it tells you everything you need to know about our booking technology. Everything, how to invoice for it, how to book the cruises. And then the last part of it is support and orientation training. So that part of that is online. Part of that is my supervisor. Actually, we have one-on-one contact with folks, too. During this whole process, we offer live Q&A sessions, too. So if people are having difficulty with any part of the training, we actually have our trainer right there, and we help them. Once they're done, this is the part where they get started. Once they're done through all those parts, which, by the way, can be completed in as short a period of time as they want or as long. We've had people who completed the training in 2 weeks. They just hunkered down, and for 2 weeks, they went through all the training during the week and weekends. We have some people who take longer because they're working. They're working full-time or part-time, and they don't have time to do it all. They can do it at their own pace.
So that was going to be my next question. So somebody could be in another business, and this could be just a hobby or a sideline.
It could be a sideline. We have people that do that. I said, I forgot when I said what I did. I was a real estate agent for 11 years.
Oh,
Mixed in there.
Of course you were in sales.
Mixed in there. So I was, but I didn't, sell. There are basic principles to sales, but everything's got their own little angle to it. But anyway, so yeah, we have real estate agents who are full-time real estate agents, but they do this on the side.
But it makes sense because they know so many people. It's a pleasure. They then also get to go on trips. Now, they don't have to. It's not like a travel agent takes a bunch of people with them.
No, but you can do, we call them groups. I mean, it's very basic, where you can actually get a group of people together and you go to the cruise line and say, I've got a certain number of people. They have minimums to set up a group. You do the group. Sometimes the agent may go with the group. A lot of times they don't go with the group. The good thing about that, and we were talking about how you make money, along with earning commission in this program, you actually get an 80-20 commission split. So whatever the commission is for the sale of a cruise,
who gets the 80?
The agent.
You are kidding.
The agent gets the 80.
You are kidding.
And we, cruise.com, has the 20. And there are no additional fees. So people are like, okay, how do they do that and make money? Well, there's no additional fees on the agent to do this. So we make money because we have people making money. So you see,
right?
So,
I understand
and it's volume.
That, sure.
It's
yeah,
volume.
Because they're making money, but that's because they're bringing people on cruises, and that's how you get the money also.
That's exactly right. Now, the cool thing about this program too is that the agents themselves get discounts on their own cruising. Okay, if they're setting up groups, then they get what's called a conductor tour credit. I think is the correct wording for it. But they get extra monetary credit for setting up groups, along with their basic, the commission that they would earn basically. They also get additional money for setting up groups from the cruise lines. And we sell other products. They get commission on all those other things. We sell travel insurance through Allianz, I think it's Allianz Global Assistance. So the agents sell that insurance, they get commission on that. If they're selling pre- and post hotel stays for people who say they're coming into Fort Lauderdale to cruise, and somebody wants to be here a couple of days ahead of time or afterwards, they sell the pre- and post hotel stay, they get commission. Almost everything that they sell related to the cruise is commissionable.
My mouth's open because it is, I've heard it before, but now that you're telling me, it's really seeping in. I am so thrilled with this program. So let me just tell everybody again. So just sit where you're sitting because get your pencils out because you have got to get involved in this. Stewart Lowery is our guest. He's the Director of Strategic Partnerships at Cruise.com, which is the host agency division. Now, get your pencils because we want you to be able to make a phone call about this. And I'm going to have you all call this number, 1-800-680-0964. I'm going to do it again, 800-680-0964. You can also get on the web, go to cruise.com/host-agency. I'll do it again, www.cruise.com/host-agency.
And let me tell you, you can take that dash out now,
too,
okay. because you can find it either way.
Okay.
Just as Anita just said it, or a host agency. You can just say host agency after the cruise.com / without the dash. So either way, it will get you to the exact same spot.
So tell me about some of the characters that you've now gotten in there because the Boomer Times are reading it and they're calling you. Well, don't name anyone, but just giving a couple of, profiles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the people who generally call us and the people that I also meet at different trade shows when we're recruiting people to come to the program, they're pretty much very serious about wanting to do this. So we have, like I said before, we've had teachers.
I'm just going to say, I've had teachers love this.
Teachers love this program because once again, it's something that they can do on the side. When you have the spare time to do it, if you're doing it part-time or even if you're doing it full-time, you can work at your own pace. One of the things I want to reinforce with this program is that there are no minimums. We don't say, you can't stay in this program if you don't sell 5 cruises in a year or 6 cruises in a month. We don't do that. That is strict. You're selling strictly it. The amount of work that you put into it will relate to the amount of money that you make. If you're okay with just earning, a little bit of side cash for yourself, say you're working or say you're retired and you're like, okay, I have limits as to how much money I can make if you're taking Social Security or whatever, you can earn as little or earn as much as you want. It depends on how much time and effort that you put into it.
I don't know about it all, but I don't know if there's any program like this that has the joyful part of the travel and has the work part that you're going to make money and you're going to be proud of yourself. That's what happens a lot, Stuart. People retire, they don't know what to do with themselves. They can only play so much golf and especially men seem to lose self-esteem. I would think this could put them on the road because they say, well, what do you do? Well, I'm working for cruise.com, and are you interested in traveling?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You open what we call it the sphere of influence, because a lot of times people come to us and they say, well, I can learn your technology, I can learn your booking engine. By the way, we give people a free hosted website in this program too. We actually give them a website. They can brand it with their own name, if they want to give themselves a company name, their picture, their phone number, but we supply the information.
It doesn't cost anything,
no,
you said?
No, it's all part of the program.
Are you really for real?
I am for real.
This seems like it's too good to be true.
I am for real. So, but,
So tell me about one particular person that stands out in your mind.
Let's
be careful,
see.
he or she may be listening.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that.
No, you can do it.
I'll talk about, there is a lady in Tampa, in the Tampa area, should say. That's safe. And she came to us. She's a nurse. And she came to us. She heard about the program. And we have a very set way of introducing the program to people. So if people find us through the web or however they find us, we have a whole special info packet that we send out to them. She had contacted us because she had found us actually through some Google ads. Okay. And she contacted us. And she said, I'm very busy, but I'm really interested in this program. I cruise a lot. Her and her husband cruise a lot out of Tampa. So she said, I'd really like to be able to do this. She says, I'm busy as a nurse, but I think I could find the time to do it. I enjoy cruising. I think it would be great. So we introduced her to the program, and she took her own time. Once again, we introduced you to the program. We give you all the information. Is your schedule when you want to come back to us and say, okay, I want to join the program now. So she took a little bit of time because she was busy. She went on 2 cruises, I think. I think it was 1 or 2 she went. And then she came back to us later and said, okay, now I'm ready to do this. And she has done most of her training on the weekend. We have a mobile app. So let's say you're sitting in the doctor's office, okay, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do with my time? I'm sitting here in the doctor's office. You take your phone out and you say, okay, I can go through some of these product videos while I'm sitting here. So that's what she was doing as well. So she had kids that were in school. So if she was sitting like a doctor's office or sitting at school waiting for something, she was doing her training through the mobile app as well. So I guess the bottom line with it is that she wanted to do this. She had some time to do it. She can't do it full time, but she had an interest in it because she loved travel. She loved cruising, especially too. And she worked it out with her schedule. And she had friends. And that goes back to that sphere of influence thing. When I started as a real estate agent, the first thing I did was, who do I tell? How do I tell people that I'm selling real estate? It's the same in this business. And what I was taught was sit down with a piece of paper. And first of all, you develop a little plan for yourself. How am I going to implement this? And the first thing you do is, who do I know? And people go, I don't really know that many people. You would be surprised. You sit down with a piece of paper and a pen, and you start writing down all the people that you know. And before you know it, you have 100 people, 150 people. They're at my church. They're at my senior retirement center. They're my family members. I have some friends. They have friends. So after a while, you figure out, I do know a lot of people. And to me, it was as basic when I was doing real estate. And the same with this, as basic as every social situation that you're in, somehow you work in the conversation. By the way, and most of these folks who do this as an independent contractor, they make up their business cards. Hand them a business card. You say, by the way.
By the way, I love that. By the way. Be careful if anyone says by the way.
By the way, I just want to let you know, what I'm doing. So we actually have a relationship, too, with an online marketer because we wanted to give support to people who come into this program, not just say, hey, go out and sell now. So some people know how to market themselves. Some people don't.
So you have a marketing instructor.
We have an online marketing company that actually has they have a lot of free stuff on their system on the web. So videos, how to prepare yourself to sell, how to market yourself, and they also have products that you can purchase. That's what I did when I started as a real estate agent. I actually bought postcards, had them branded with my picture and info on it, and they said things like, guess who's selling real estate now? In this case, would be guess who's selling cruises now.
Right.
Guess who's in your neighborhood and can help you if you want to book travel or a cruise.
Okay, so that's my next question. All right, it's one thing to sell the cruises. What if they find people who want to be a salesperson? Do they get credit for that?
You mean bring another person
Yes.
in? Yes, they can. In fact, we're running a thing right now, actually,
Figured
where
you'd
they
know.
where if somebody new who's actually in the new program, if they bring somebody in, then and the person ends up signing up for the program, then they get a gift card. So we hand out gift cards for that.
Yeah, that's very. It's a referral.
Yeah,
It's like a referral.
it's a
thing.
referral,
right?
And for people who are in, we have the existing programs that are not new, the ones for people who had experience. And we run from time to time for that, too. You bring somebody new into the program, and you get those folks have other fees and stuff. They get up to 100% commission. So that's a different program. So let's keep in mind, what we're talking about is the certified travel specialist,
Right.
which is for people who have no experience.
Right.
But we have programs for people who do as well, who have experience. So they come and affiliate with us, and they can earn up to 100% commission.
Well, how do you get paid if they're doing 100%?
Well, what happens is that when you're on a 100% commission plan, then they'll take like $25 off an invoice
I
or
see.
something. So they'll
I
take
see.
a little fee off of that. So
okay,
they make money
so
that
what
way.
about you had two newbies?
Mhm.
Could they join together and be a partnership?
Yeah, for the new program, what we try to do now, there's things called sub-affiliates. So let me tell you what a sub-affiliate
I can't
is.
ask a question that you haven't thought of an answer. I love it.
So here's what a sub-affiliate is. We will have people who come into what I call the old side of the program, which has all the other programs that pay up to 100% commission. They will come in, and then they'll have what's called sub-affiliates. These are people that work underneath them, associate with. Sometimes it's a family member. The husband might be the affiliate. He brings his wife in as a sub-affiliate. She helps him sell and do paperwork process and stuff. So you can bring people in as a sub-affiliate. On the program, the new one that we've been talking about for people who have no experience in the industry that we're going to train them on, we keep it to just that person for the first year because we want to make sure that that person is well trained and that they know what they're doing before they bring somebody else in with them. We want to make sure that person is very well trained first. At the end of the first year, what we do is we say, okay, how have you been doing? How's your business? We can see, obviously. We keep reports on that. And those people can then either stay in this program, and the actual fee, the fee to join the program the first year is $349. That's it. If you want to stay in that program after the first year, it drops to $199. Or if you're doing well and you feel comfortable and we think that you're doing well enough to do it, we'll move you into one of the other higher paying commission. And then you can bring people in. You can bring people in as a sub-affiliate to work with you.
Okay, so when do they have to pay that first amount of money? When they fill out their...
When they decide that they're going to join the program, we have like a contract that they sign and the paperwork that they sign, and we collect the money then because what we do is we actually take that money and we turn around and we actually buy their first-year CLIA individual membership for them,
okay.
and we buy all their coursework to become certified. So we don't even keep all of that money. We turn around and buy those things for them. After their first year, after paying $349, they've already got their certification. They don't have to do that again. So we only charge $199 the second year, and all they have to do is pay $65 to keep their CLIA membership going for the year.
But the point is you have so much. You have their website, that alone, to go get a website and get it done. Okay. And someone teaches them how to work the website probably.
They are properly trained and supported. That's the other piece. We don't just train them on all the technology and how to do the program and everything else. Once they're done, my staff, there's about 8 or 10 of us directly. We have other staff and stuff that support us too, but the direct staff that will work directly with the affiliates and stuff, we actually are their back office. So they can have an office set up at home or somewhere if they want to set a little office up somewhere else, but we're like their staff. We make sure they get paid. We help them do their reports. If they have trouble with any bookings, we help them with that. My staff actually is their back office staff.
Okay, I want to tell everybody again, because I know people are going to want to talk to you. It's Stewart Lowry, Lowery, and he's the Director of Strategic Partnerships at Cruise.com, which is the host agency division. So it's Cruise.com. Very important that you you understand this isn't just cruise.com, it's the host agency, right? And the next thing that you need to know is how to get in touch with him. And I'll give you a couple of ways. You can get him on the web, which is cruise.com/host agency. Or you can call. Remember, this is Pencil Talk Radio. Get your pencils out. It's 800-680-0964. 800-680-0964. Now, when they call that, will they get you?
It'll come right to one of my staff. We all sit together. It'll come right into my affiliate division. We're all sitting there. I literally can hear every conversation around me. So, and they're on a call queue. So whoever's available at that point in time will pick up the phone, and everybody knows about the program. So everybody is very well trained and very well versed. If they want to speak to me directly, all they have to do is ask for me.
Okay. Now, is there any age limitation? How old do they have to be in the age category, and how old can they be?
So you talk of minimums and maximums?
Yeah. Can they? Let's say a real smart teenager wants to do this.
Well, I mean, we prefer folks to be of legal adult age.
Okay, no, but it's important. So 18-year-old could do this. If he's going through college or something, he can do that.
Yeah, and we do have people who come to us who say, they'd still like that. In fact, I just did a student. We did actually for interns and stuff, and I actually had a student at the college come up to me who was interested in doing the program.
I could see that.
So, and as far as maximum,
they could be 80, 90 as long as they're good.
As long as they want. So old as they want.
This is great, Stuart. Every time you come, you are Mr. Personality, but you do have a great program. So many people are selling things, and they don't know if they want to do this or that, but everyone wants to go on cruises. Yeah. I mean, I'm drooling now myself. I have so much to do, but I'm just drooling, saying, well, could I take that on too? Because I love what you're doing. It's
we're
100%.
Very happy. We're very happy with it, and when our folks are happy, we're happy too.
I hope we're going to see you at the expo, because I want everybody to know you, and you should be there. I want you to be there.
I will be there.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll get back to you another time.
Thank you so much.